Hi friends, and welcome back to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for being here today. So today I'm going to be sharing two Diwali FARAL recipes. One is the Shankarpare recipe and the namak pare. So the Shankarpare is the sweet version and the namak pare or the Jeera Pare is the savory version. Very simple, gets ready really quickly, and it's super delicious, and it tastes like it's just bought from the store. Everyone is going to ask you for the recipe. So let's jump straight ahead into the recipe, and I'll meet you at the other side of this video.
Is Shankarpare, which is the sweet Shankarpare. So these are all the few ingredients we're going to use or require. Let's go through the ingredients. Here I have 2 cups of maida or all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of cardamom or elaichi powder, some salt to taste, half a cup of warm milk, and half a cup of warm ghee. So now to a bowl, I'm going to add the powdered sugar and the warm milk, and we're going to stir this or whisk this till all of the sugar dissolves in the warm milk. In another bowl, I'm going to mix the flour. I'm going to add salt to taste. I'm going to add the cardamom powder, and I'm going to mix all these dry ingredients well together. Now I'm going to add the warm ghee, and I'm going to mix everything really well. Now you mix them with your fingers for about a minute or so, till you can actually hold the mixture together and it forms a kind of a ball. Then you can add this warm milk and sugar mixture and just knead this dough to a very soft yet firm dough. So your dough should be such that when you press your finger goes in and it doesn't bounce back like a pizza dough. It shouldn't be like a pizza dough, and your finger should actually sink into the dough. So that's what the consistency of the dough should be like. It should be, soft yet firm. And when you press your hands or your fingers onto it, they should actually kind of make a mark on it and not bounce back. So we're going to rest this dough for at least an hour. Now after an hour, we're going to take about half of the dough, just smoothen it out, and then roll it out. This dough is very easy to work with. It's very flexible. And then we're just going to, and we want it to be about half an inch thick. The sweet Shankarpare has to always be a little bit thicker. So we're looking for this much of a thickness. And now we're just going to cut a square first, and then we're going to cut squares, even size squares like this. Put them onto a plate and keep them aside. We're going to cut, use up all of the dough like this. So once you have made everything, then it becomes very easy to start frying everything together. So try to get them into even shaped so they all look the same. So this is the thickness we're looking for. The sweeter ones are always on the thicker side. Now I've just heated up some oil on a low flame. Don't cook this on a high flame. Don't fry this on a high flame. The entire process has to be done on a low flame. Now we're just going to deep fry them on a low flame till they're nice and golden brown in color. It does take a little more time, but the entire Shankarpare gets cooked really well. It becomes very nice and crispy. If you keep it on a high flame, only the outside will start getting color, but the inside will remain raw, and that's what we don't want at the moment. So just deep fry them on a very low flame, just moving them around. And we're going to fry them till they're a nice golden brown in color. This is such a tasty snack. It gets over, very quickly. I mean, you just can't stop at a few. And they're so delicious. They're crispy. They're a melt in the mouth. They're just the right consistency and just the right sweetness. So once you're done, just drain the excess oil onto a kitchen towel or a kitchen napkin. And in that way, you can fry all the rest. and you can store them. First, what you do is you bring it to room temperature. Don't store it into a dabba or a steel container or a glass bottle immediately. Let them cool to room temperature and then put them in a steel container, preferably with an airtight lid, and that way they'll remain really nice and fresh and crispy. So I hope you like this. So friends, let's start with today's Jeera Shankarpali or Shankarpare or the namak pare. Now here are the ingredients. They're very few. So I'm going to be using just a cup of maida. Then I'm going to be using salt to taste, 1 tablespoon of oil, regular cooking oil, 1 tablespoon of jeera, cumin seeds and water as needed. So first I'm going to add the salt to taste to the flour and I'm going to mix it in well. Next, I'm going to add the jeera or the cumin seeds and again mix it in well. Then we're going to add the oil and then using my fingers, I'm going to crumble up everything and mix everything really well together. Now we know when the mixture is really right, when you try to hold a part of the mixture and it really comes together firmly, as you will see in the video just now, it forms a kind of a shape or a ball shape where you can actually hold the mixture and it doesn't crumble anymore. That's when you know, just like this, that's when you know your mixture is ready. So now we're just going to add a little water at a time and form a dough like you would for roti or chapati. And the dough should be such that it doesn't stick, it doesn't become sticky, but it's nice and firm and elastic. Now we're going to let the dough rest for 1 hour before we start making our Shankarpare. So then I'm going to roll out this dough to a very thin chapati or pohe, and then I'm going to use this cutter which we use for karanjis, and then I'm going to make straight lines and then diagonal lines so you get this typical diamond shape. Keep all of them aside. In the meantime, you can heat up your oil and we're going to fry this on a low flame continuously. Don't increase your flame to medium or to high. We're just going to fry them on a very low flame. So once your oil is nice and hot, we're going to deep fry these till they're nice and light golden brown in color. Now the thing is, if you keep your flame very high, these will turn into golden brown, but the inside will remain a little bit raw. So, continuously fry them on a very low flame. But your oil should be nice and hot. So you'll see that they slowly start to rise up like this to the surface. And then it takes about half a minute or so till they are really nice and crispy. Then you're going to drain out all the excess oil onto a kitchen towel or a kitchen napkin. And then wait for them to, completely cool down before you transfer them to a steel container or a glass container. Now they also have a very long shelf life if you store them in a nice airtight container, either steel or glass, and keep them in a nice dry and cool place. So I've just made a very little because at my home we like the sweet Shankarpare more. I have put up that recipe already, so I'll leave a link for that below in the comment section as well as the description box. So you can click on that to see that recipe too. But we are more fond of the sweeter one, so I made very little. But if you want to make more of this, then just double or triple the quantity as needed. So this is also a very easy recipe and it tastes really, really delicious. So I hope you like this recipe, guys, and I hope you will give it a try. See you soon in my next recipe. Take care. Bye.
So weren't those recipes really simple and easy? I hope you give them a try. Even for beginners, I've explained it to you step by step, so you'll not find it difficult at all. So if you like today's video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Do share my recipes with family and friends, and I'll catch you soon in another video, sooner than you think. This is Akshata signing off. Bye.